It looks bad. It is bad. But we're tough. We'll rebuild.
Over here!
Yes, you. We need to talk.
Speak while the sands are warm.
Today's your lucky day, so let's hear it.
What's up, guys? SBMF here with another video. In this video I'm gonna talk about self-esteem, and this is gonna be part number 2 of a lot of parts. So we will see how many parts it will be, but if you stick through them all, you will have a self-esteem. So right now, but you need to start somewhere. So right now, go to this video right there and start to learn something there and apply it, and you will be on your way to greatness. So let's take an example of self-esteem. When I was running barefoot outside and I passed through a village, and then I ran a little bit outside on the road, like 20-30 centimeters, and then suddenly when I was running I heard and I heard a guy, and I think, fuck off. You don't have anything special to say. I'm running in this village and there is not a lot of traffic right here. It's just a jealous motherfucker. And just as I said, the car was turning around and he stopped and asked me what I was doing. I thought he was very kind at first, but then it turned out that he was very selfish and didn't think about my safety, because there was nothing to worry about. He just think to himself that I'm gonna put this motherfucker down. I'm gonna feel great about myself. I'm gonna show that motherfucker what is right and what is not, because I'm a little police in this society. I'm one of them. The secret civil police that is gonna to catch you eventually when you do something bad, and gonna remind you of it for the rest of your life. Gonna be there to see you fail. So this guy was extremely jealous of my looks and of my courage, confidence, etc. Because he knew that he don't have the courage to do the things that I do. But he thought that to be like everybody else is much better than to do something like that, because that is embarrassing and I don't know if I can do that. So he wanted to say what's right and wrong in society's perspective. And society is saying a lot of things that are pretty bad, just to make you believe it and make you some sort of slave. So indirectly he was people pleasing. He also, the looks and all that make him feel that I need to put this fucker down, he's doing good, and I need to show that I am also good and he sucks. So I need to say how worthless he is, so I can feel much better about myself. So he did that in some kind of way, turned around and honked.
Yes, you have.
Again. And the funny thing is, he was standing in the middle of the road when he was saying it to me. So the car has some resistance right there to pass by. So he shouldn't even open his mouth. Alright. Now, let's talk about people pleasing. People pleasing is when you do things to fit in. Everybody wants to fit in. That's a human need to fit in. But it's different to do it when you feel bad about yourself, when you feel down and you feel worthless, like a piece of shit, and you want to fit in. It's very bad to do that to yourself. You are taking a punch right to your brain when you are doing that to yourself. When you try to satisfy someone else's needs, you should always try to satisfy yourself first, in not in a too egotistical way, but in a good way. So you should do that. And people pleasing is manipulation. It doesn't matter if you're doing it for a good cause or if you're doing it for a bad cause. It's still manipulation in the end. So let's take a relatable example. If a guy says, "Oh, hello, how you doing?" and then you start to talk and all that, and it's going smooth, and then you start to say, "Bye bye," and then you go separate ways, and then eventually he's standing there with his friends, and you're passing by, and he's not saying anything to you, pretending that you're not there. And then just because he can fit in with his friends, and he knows that his friends are not liking you for some reason, think you're weird or something like that, so he don't want to be the odd one of the friends and be disliked, so he's not saying anything. So you keep going and feel a bit upset because now you have been used, and you don't feel very good about that. So next time you see him, you are just saying in your mind, "Fuck you, I'm moving on with my life. I don't want anything to do with you. You have to show me if I should trust you again. Sure, you are a human, you make mistakes like every human, but you should do something to make up for that mistake and show me that it was just a mistake, that you truly think that I'm a good person to talk to." So, and if you don't do anything, keep doing his behavior, you shouldn't have anything to do with him. And you shouldn't say hello to him the next time you see him either, because he have done that bad thing to you. You should just move on, and then maybe he do something to show it, or maybe not. It doesn't matter. Because you have shown some of the colors, so you are aware that it could be more of that if you are getting back to that person. So that is one thing to keep in mind. You should just ignore those people, not try to revenge or anything. That's a girlish behavior to do something like that. Stand in another group of friends and ignore that person. That is girlish, and that is stupid. That is insecurity. Stop that shit and just move on with your life. It doesn't matter in the long run. It's nothing. Just keep going with your good life and you will be fine. So that is one example of people pleasing. Another example is, "Oh son, I want you to be a good cowboy when you grow up. I want you to take care of this ranch for me. I want you to feed those horses. I want you to show your kids how to throw lasso. I want you to do all that stuff. I want to call you my proud cowboy son." But if you have another dream, if you want to be a ballet dancer, and the father think, "You're disgraced for the family. I don't want anything to do with you, son." Or I don't like you, son. Then you should definitely cut that person off right away. Because that person is not good for you. That person is not supportive of you or anything like that. Just want his own needs to be fulfilled. And you feel bad because you need to fulfill his needs. And feel like you're always trying to do that, and that's not a good situation for your self-esteem. So you should cut that person off. Doesn't matter if it's a family member, a friend, or anybody else. You should cut that off completely. And then we have another example of people pleasing, is that when a person say, "Fuck the society, I hate this shit, I'm gonna do my own thing and I'm gonna fucking hate you forever." and I'm gonna burn you down, motherfucker. I'm gonna burn this city down to the ground. Then that person has probably a lot of anger and hate and all that. But still, the person is people pleasing because the person wants to find similar person with similar hate to fit in, and that's a human need, of course, to fit in. But still, the person will not stop people pleasing. But it's the right path the person is going, just not the positive path. It's going the toxic and bad path. It have learned that society is not good and that is not the right way to follow, and there is a lot of things that is much more worth than that. So the person is on the right path but needs some good direction, so the person could get rid of his or her anger and hate. Alright, and let's take another example. If the cops come, or if your boss comes, when your boss comes, you don't want to say hello to that fucking asshole. He's mean to you, he's not kind, but still, you know, if you are not saying hello to him, he will think more badly about you, and eventually you may get fired. So you need to do that, and it sucks for you. So that is people pleasing when it's necessary, when you have to, for your own sake. But still, you have a choice, and that is to get away from that toxic environment and get to an environment that's good for you and that you like. And then, of course, you also have the other example with the cops. The cops is telling you have done this, and instead of saying fuck you cops, I'm gonna take this hockey club and I'm gonna throw it right in your ass or something like that.
There's a psychopath on the loose.
How could you do such a thing?
How could you do such a thing?
May you rest in peace.
Talking about like an adult. Yeah, it's necessary people pleasing, and it would be stupid to not do that, obviously. People pleasing could be lying, but it could also not be lying. So it depends, but I suggest that you keep away from lying, because that is not a good behavior at all. And let's talk about lying. Girls do it all the time. They manipulate, they lie, and all that.
Personally,
Because
I think
they
it
are
is poor
insecure,
sport to mock the
and they
poor
lack
and
self-esteem.
disadvantaged.
If you're a successful, attractive guy with confidence and being yourself and all that stands out from the crowd, then the girls also gonna like you. But still, they are gonna make it miserable for you, because their jealousy inside is talking to them, and their insecurities, and saying that I'm not worth this, but I still want to show that I'm worth it. I want to show that I'm on another level. So they start to play their stupid games, and they start to do all the stupid things that they do, instead of talking to the guys just like a regular person, and then what's happened, and then get from there. But no, they want to do all these things, answer in 24 hours and things like that, stupid things like that. And you should not blame yourself for it. And you should not say that the girl is a bitch, the girl is a whore and all that. No, you shouldn't get to that conclusion if it's not necessary. You should think about it like realistically, and if you need help to think about it realistically, then look at that video right there, and you will get all the help that you need. So you need to think about it in a confident, realistic way, and then see that, yeah, maybe when she pulled away there because her insecure behavior, that was the time for me to pull away too. So yeah, that's how you need to see things and think about, all right, it didn't work out, so yeah, it's just to move on. That's that. She wasn't ready for this. So, yeah, nothing more to think about in that way. Or in that kind of way. Because our relationships takes two, not just one. Don't forget that. And also many marriage and relationships are very, very, very miserable. And they fail a lot. So you shouldn't miss something like that. If you're doing the right things, if you are keep working hard and keep being a good person, then eventually things are gonna to go your way in life, and you're gonna find the opportunity that you want, but you need to act upon it, and then the pieces are gonna get together. So, and one thing more to think about is that the example when I took about the guy that was jealous and all that things when I ran barefoot. Society today is very driven by looks, confidence, success, money, who you are, the courage that you got, everything that they don't get, and how they don't feel. So they will hate you for it. And it's not you as a person if you haven't done anything very, very horrible. But even then, if you have done something that is not too horrible, people may exaggerate it because they don't like you for the jealous reasons. So jealousy is a very, very big importance when it comes to how much people like you and how much people don't like you. So keep that in mind. It's not you as a person. It's what they don't have, they don't like, and it's projecting onto you. So don't take it as a hit to your personality, or don't take it personal. The same with girls. Don't take it personal. They are insecure. They have a lot of problems. I don't saying all of them, but most of them have insecurities and a lot of problems. So don't take it personal when things like that happens. So, and don't forget that people pleasing is to fit in, and when you are yourself, you're not fitting in. You are yourself. There is just one you in this world. There is just one unique you that can make history, but there are billions of devils walking on this earth. But you're an angel. You want to be different. You want to be strong. You want to be kind. So keep living that path. Take distance from all this bad stuff, and you will be great, even though the rest of them will not think that way. But why should you listen to a devil? So, and also, when people get the chance, they will backstab you right in the back, because they always looking out for their own needs in the first hand. So they don't care about you. They just want their own needs to be fulfilled first. So watch out for that. Be on your guard. I don't say that you should avoid every person. I'm just saying that you should be careful, because you shouldn't trust a person until much have shown. Then you should trust the person. And so expect the worst and hope for the best, but expect the worst. Don't forget that. And don't people please. And develop your character, your personality, your confidence right in this video here, and you will be on your way to greatness. Be humble, have good morals, act on your beliefs and your character, and you will get the best out of life. Until next time,
So, the mages send a foul Daedra to deliver a simple note when an honest footman would have done. How typical. Personally, I think it is poor sport to mock the poor and disadvantaged.
Flying in the sky. Cliff racer fly so high, flying.
Jason Sextius, singer, composer, and storyteller extraordinaire. Glad to meet you. I'm currently employed at the Count's Arms, but I'm working on a piece I hope will gain me the patronage of a certain countess.
The people of Nibony consider themselves to be more civilized and sophisticated than Colovians.